Welcome to Saturday weekend Hatha Vinyasa flow. My name's Amy Sullivan. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm also a health and nutrition coach. And today's class is gonna get deep into the sacral chakra, the second chakra, which is located, so here's my belly button, it's located about 4 fingers down from there. So it's right here. So when you think of sacral chakra, think of reproductive health, creativity, all of our emotions come from there. So we're gonna get into our hips today, and we're also gonna do some like grounding, twisting, rooting down to just tap into that energy center and just get a little bit more open. And because when the sacral chakra is stuck, that's when we start to feel frustrated, we feel shame, we get into unhealthy relationships, we have kidney problems, infertility problems, lower back pain, things like that. So we're going to be focusing on realigning all that stuff. So that's our journey today, and we are going to start lying down in Shavasana. So come lying down on your back and make it nice and comfy. Take a moment to settle in. Maybe close your eyes. So just lie down, like let your shoulders relax down. Find a neutral spine resting on the mat. Maybe close your eyes. You might put one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Maybe put both hands on your belly this morning. Just let your hands physically tap in, rest on your sacral chakra. And just take a few moments to settle in, to feel your body resting down on the mat. Feel the mat coming up to support and ground you. And start to notice your belly and your chest rising and falling as you breathe in and out. A little awakening into you. Give yourself permission now to just be here, to be present for the next 60 minutes, to be present in your body, in this space. Let whatever comes up emotionally just come and flow through you. Give yourself permission to really find acceptance for the shapes your body makes. And it might not look as perfect as the Instagram yogis would show it, but it is perfect for you. So find that grace, that acceptance, that love, and just feel into that flow. And now let's turn to breath awareness here. Start to deepen your inhales and your exhales. And let's take a nice deep inhale on your next inhale. As you breathe in, allow that energy to travel really deep down into your belly. Feel your belly actually grow bigger and expand as you breathe in. Feel your lungs expanding, opening out. And then open your mouth, stick your tongue out, exhale. Blow all the air out, empty, empty. Let's do that one more time, nice deep inhale. Hold at the top for a moment, open your mouth, stick your tongue out. Let it go. All the way out. And now friends, come into your yogic breath if you would like, your ujjayi. Seal your lips together, start to breathe evenly in and out through your nose now. And as you breathe in and out through your nose, allow for a little gentle constriction in the back of your throat. It's almost like an ocean wave crashing gently on the shore. As you breathe in and out, it's going to help you build heat, build focus, help cleanse and refresh. And now if your eyes are closed, friends, I invite you to open your eyes. Just gently, still lying down, and bring the soles of your feet to the ground and bend your knees. And then from here, finding that neutral spine, draw your right knee in towards your chest. Give it a nice little hug, nice little squeeze. And if you want, if it feels okay, you can extend your left leg long. If your lower back is not enjoying that, no worries. Keep your left foot flat on the mat, knee bent. And then as you hold and hug in, squeeze your right knee. Give it a little ankle rotation here. Press your left thigh down towards the earth if your leg is long. as you draw your right knee more up and in to almost towards your right armpit. So you're opening through your front body, through the front of your hips on the left and inside hip on the right. Take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, use your hands to gently draw your knee across your body, coming toward a supine twist. We're not gonna hold here though. We're just coming gently over, stacking your right hip over your left. Beautiful job. Take an inhale and an exhale. As you inhale, unwind your twist. Draw your right knee out towards the right side of your body. Feel it open out towards the right. Use your arms to guide you. And as you exhale, draw supine twist again. Draw your right knee across your body. Stack your right hip over your left. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, come out, right knee out towards the right. And exhale, draw your right knee across your body, supine twist. Maybe gaze back to your right here, hold for a breath or two. Allow a little deeper twist. You'll allow your right knee to come down further towards the mat. Maybe you use your hand that's near your knees to help guide your knees deeper down. And again, we're just warming up. So if things are still feeling a little tight and not ready to really deeply twist, no worries, just breathe into it. Allow the stretch to come to ease in. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, unwind, roll back onto your back and come into a figure four here. So cross your right ankle over your left knee. Find that neutral spine again. So if there's a big pitch in your lower back, tuck your tailbone under. And then maybe you stay here with your left foot on the ground, press your right knee towards the end of your mat away from you. Or maybe you grab onto the back of your left thigh and draw both knees towards your chest. If it feels good, you can rock gently side to side. Just getting into the hips, a little awakening. Take one more big breath here. And then as you exhale, come back to stillness, come back to center, release your legs down, uncross your legs. And let's do the other side. So draw your left knee in towards your chest now. And if it feels okay, extend your right leg long. And as you rotate your left ankle around, begin to use your hands to draw your left knee towards your left armpit. So it's opening across. At the same time, press your right thigh down towards the earth if your leg is long. Otherwise, press your right heel into the mat if your knee is bent. Take a nice inhale here. Exhale, supine twist. Use your hands to guide your left knee across your body. Stack your left hip over your right. And maybe you look back behind you to the left. We're gonna take this into a little flow. Inhale, unwind your twist. Use your hands to guide your left knee out to the left side of your body. Feel that little opening through your front hips. Exhale, supine twist. Use your hands to guide your leg across your body. Find your twist melting over to the side. One more time. Let's inhale, come out. Left knee to the left. Exhale, twist. We'll take one more round of that and then hold the twist. Inhale, open up, out to the left. Exhale, supine twist. So this time we're gonna hold for a breath or two. There you go, allow your left knee down closer to the mat now. Stack your left hip over your right, and maybe you gaze back to the left. Breathe into any tight spots here. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, gently release, come back onto your back to center, find your neutral spine, and then come into your figure four in this side. So cross your left ankle over your right knee, send your left knee away from your face, and stay right here if you're getting a good hip stretch. Otherwise, grab onto the back of your right thigh this time. Start to draw your knees towards your chest. And if it felt good to do it on the other side, maybe you take that gentle rock side to side here. Saying hello to our hips that hold and store so much emotion, so much tightness. We're just gonna loosen them up a little today, let it flow a little easier. What might help with posture as well. And then come back to center here, find stillness. Hug both knees into your chest to find that neutral spine. Give yourself a little rock back and forth, back massage. And then make your way up to seated. So if you have a little extra energy today, maybe grab onto the back of your thighs and you rock and roll. If you want a little more restoration, roll to your favorite side and then press yourself gently up. We're gonna meet in all fours for a few cat-cows. So as you find your tabletop position to begin, spread your fingers out nice and wide. Engage your abs up and in to support your lower spine. Align your knees underneath your hips. Knees, hips width apart. Let's start off with regular cat-cow. Inhale, cow pose. As you drop your belly down, lift your hips up. Shine your heart forward, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your chin upward to lengthen through the front of your throat. Exhale, cat. Tuck your chin now, tuck your pelvis. Press your hands down into the mat to spread your scapular muscles, your back, shoulder blades wide. Press your spine up towards the ceiling. Let's take a few more now, flow breath to movement. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Let's do one more just like that. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Beautiful job. Now we're gonna speed this up. So find a nice rhythmic motion back and forth. And now add a different breath. You're gonna add a sniffing breath. Sniff in to cow. Sniff out to cat. In as your belly drops. Out as your spine lifts. In and out. Not really pausing at the top or bottom. Think of it as a continuous motion, a wave. Root down with your knees and your hands to continue giving your body that support to find this movement, this rocking motion. Beautiful job. And from here, friends, you're just gonna add your left arm and your right leg. So start to shift your weight to your left knee and your right hand. Extend your right leg out and now continue that wave as you crush in and out and in and out. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale with that sniff. Just 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Come back. We're gonna do the other side. So left leg, right arm, extend them out and then add that flushing rhythmic move, elbow to knee. Extend out and in and out and in. Sniff. Squeeze your right glute and knit your abs in to give you that stability for 4 and 3. Tabletop in 2 and 1. Beautiful job, everyone. Come back to tabletop, back to center. You feeling awake and alive now? Wiggle side to side here, wag your tail. And then spread your fingers out nice and wide. Make sure your pointer finger is aligned parallel to the long edges of your mat. Or maybe you even turn your fingers out a little bit. That'll help broaden across your shoulders. Tuck your toes under, knit your abs up and in. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press into your feet, lift your hips up high. And from here, this first down dog of class, walk your dog a little bit to wake up the backs of your legs, your hamstrings. Bend one knee as you straighten the other. Root into your hands to rise up through your arms. Draw your armpits toward one another to broaden your shoulder blades. Send your belly button towards your thighs. And now come to a place of stillness in your down dog. Just feel in. Root down through your hands and feet to rise up through your hips. Just feel into your body. And take a nice inhale here as you look forward. And then exhale, ragdoll. Step up to the top of your mat. Take a couple big steps here. Bend your knees a lot. You can even rest your torso right on your thighs and bend deeply into your knees. Grab onto opposite elbows here. And then maybe you rag side to side, shake your head yes and no. Give yourself permission to just reach into your spine, giving yourself an opportunity to expand through your belly. I'm just turning my volume down a little bit. There we go. And now come to stillness in your forward fold still. Release your hands down to the mat and root into your feet. Start to tuck your tailbone under and roll up to standing nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae. Your head will be the last thing to rise up at the top. Roll your shoulders back and down. Beautiful job, and good morning. Bring your hands to heart center. I'm just gonna turn so you can see my face, but you can stay right at the top of your mat. You choose for a little more stability this morning. Keep those feet hips width apart. If you can also bring your big toes to touch with a sliver of space between your heels. Same pose, it's just whatever's gonna give you more grounding so you can rise up and have that confidence in your position. Bring your hands to heart center. Maybe close your eyes for a minute. Focus in on an intention. What would you like to focus on today for our time together? I offer the community intention of just tapping into your sacral chakra, just moving in, clearing and flowing through that emotional center, that creativity center. So whatever your intention, sacral chakra flow or otherwise, let's seal it together. One deep inhale here, expand through your belly and your chest. And a big exhale, sigh it out, open mouth. Gorgeous. Come back to that Ujjayi breath, your yogic breath. Seal your lips together. Evenly breathe in and out through your nose. If your eyes are closed, bring them back open. And now draw your hands down by your sides, palms facing forward. Coming to the top of your mat. If you're not there already, and then inhale, mountain pose. Lift your fingertips up towards the sky. Spin your pinky fingers forward. Pause here for a moment. Root down with your feet as you rise up and lengthen through your torso. Tuck your tailbone under to lift your hip points. Inhale, grow even taller through your fingertips. Exhale, micro back bend. Cactus your elbows out to the side and shine your heart up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Tuck your tailbone under to open through your front body. Inhale, mountain pose, lift your fingertips up high once again. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to as you bow forward, finding your way towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Place your hands on your shins, maybe even up on your thighs. You wanna parallel your spine to the mat, so wherever your hands go to facilitate that. And then roll your shoulder blades back down towards your tailbone, root into your legs, feel your thighs fire up, lifting off your kneecaps. Inhale here, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, plant your palms, step your left foot back, and drop your back knee, your left knee down onto your mat. You can untuck or keep your toes tucked. And then inhale up to low crescent moon. So from here, friends, the tendency is to dump into the lower spine. What we wanna do is lengthen. So root down through your back knee and your front heel, but also tuck your tailbone under as you lift your hip points upwards. You'll feel your spine start to lengthen, yes. And then from here, you can lift your arms up, spin those pinky fingers forward to stretch upward. And pause here, feel a gentle squeeze of your thighs to give you that stability to lengthen upwards through your torso. One more big inhale here. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms to frame your front foot. Lift your back knee up. Inhale, high plank. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot. And stay up here on your toes, or maybe come down to your knees. But either way, root into your hands to fire up your chest. Knit your abs up and in towards your spine. Send your tailbone down towards your heels. Take one more inhale as you come 1 inch forward. And then exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Maybe you're on your knees or maybe you're on your toes. Keep your elbows in as you lower down, nice and slow. Come on down. Keep your hands next to your ribs here. Point your elbows towards the sky. Untuck your toes. Zipper up your thighs. Inhale, cobra pose. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. Lift your heart. Knit your abs in and press your pelvis down into the earth. Squeeze your thighs together. Draw the crown of your head forward. One more inhale here. Exhale, lower down. We're gonna do a few more of those in a breath to movement pattern, rolling cobras. You're welcome to lift your feet up as well to give you little locust legs, just an added stretch. So inhale, cobra. Roll your shoulders back, abs in. Maybe you also lift your feet, squeeze your thighs. Exhale, lower down. 2 more just like that. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Maybe your hands are gonna hover on this next one. Inhale, maybe hands hover off the mat. Squeeze your whole back line. Exhale, lower down. We're gonna move on from here. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your heart up. Send your tailbone down towards your heels. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips high. Take a few breaths here. Again, your knees can be as bent as they need to draw more tension to pressing up and lengthening your spine, sending your belly towards your thighs, more important than heels touching the ground. Take another inhale as you lift your left leg high. And exhale, draw it forward, low lunge, step your left leg through, drop your right knee down this time. And untuck your back toes here. Inhale, rise up, low crescent moon on the other side. So once again, you're gonna find that foundation first. So root down with your back knee, your front heel, tuck your tailbone under, lift your hip points, draw your abs in like a corset to lengthen through your spine. Then bring your arms up, palms facing towards one another, and settle in here. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, low lunge. Frame your front foot. Lift your back knee up. Beautiful job. Inhale, high plank once again. Step it on back, knit your abs up and in. Inhale, come slightly forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Once again, keep your elbows in as you come down. And from here, my friends, untuck your toes. And this time, extend your arms out in front of you. So we're kind of like in Superwoman, Superman pose, but lying down on the mat, face your chin forward. And then from here, pick up your right foot. So knit your abs up and in and press your pelvis into the earth. Just lift your right toes up. At the same time, start to draw your left fingertips forward. And so press, as you draw your left fingertips away from you forward, draw your back toes, your right toes away from you back. So you're stretching from left fingertip to right toe tip, stretch outward, knit your back up and in, send your tailbone towards your heels. And then as you exhale, set them back down, feel that they've lengthened in the process. And just settle here for a moment, feeling how maybe uneven the sides feel, right? One side feels a little more stretchy. So let's even that out. Engage your abs in, and then point your left toes and fire up your left thigh. Squeeze your left glute, start to stretch and lift your left toes off the mat. Imagine that I'm pulling on your left foot to pull it away from you, lengthening your thigh. And now add your right hand. Stretch your fingertips long. Send the crown of your head long too, so you're one big long line. Stretch it out, inhale, and then exhale. Everybody comes down to the mat. Take one more big inhale here. And an exhale. And bring your hands back underneath your ribs. Point your elbows high. Inhale, upward facing dog. Draw your heart forward as you keep your hands pulling backwards. Lift your thighs up off the ground. Press your feet into the earth. Lift your throat up, chin up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips high. Take a moment in this active resting pose to reset and recenter once again. Take a nice deep inhale here. And a big exhale. Come back to your Ujjayi breath. Seal your lips back together. Inhale, come to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. You could step or maybe you hop. Make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root down through your legs, squeeze your thighs together, use your abs to lift you high, fingertips come up high. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Gorgeous job, everyone. Inhale, inhale, chair pose rather, sorry. Inhale, chair pose, sink your hips back, lift your heart up, and pause here. So as you shift, like you're about to sit down in a chair, feel the weight shift into your heels, feel your glutes and your hamstrings ignite. Squeeze your thighs together. Tuck your tailbone under, lift your hip points up, abs in. Here's what it looks like from the front. And your feet might be together, your feet might be apart, that hips width for a little more stability, but either way, root down into your legs, squeeze your thighs together. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, draw your hips back, crown of your head forward, tilt forward, hinge from your hips. Exhale, chair twist. Drop your left elbow down. It's gonna come down to meet your knees or head towards your knees. Press your hands into one another to help enhance a deeper twist from your belly button, your navel center. Continue to squeeze your thighs and press down through your heels. If you want, you can fly for this last one. Open your arms, top to bottom. Right arm high, left arm down. Squeeze those thighs. Take one more inhale. Beautiful job. One more exhale. From here, friends, inhale, chair pose, untwist. Come back to forward, lift your arms up. Beautiful job. Exhale, chair airplane. Press your hands towards the back. Are your thighs on fire yet? You feeling this? Squeeze your shoulder blade. Lift your heart up. Keep your abs knitted in. Inhale, chair one last time. Exhale, forward fold. That was so strong. Shake those legs out. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step both feet back, find that high plank. Maybe you come to your toes, maybe your knees. Leave your hips in line with your shoulders, come slightly forward. Exhale, lower halfway down this time, keep your elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Draw your heart forward, hands back. Shine your face upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job, everyone. Inhale your right leg high. Three-legged dog, kick it up there. Keep your hip points even to the earth. Flex your right foot. One more inhale, stretch your leg long. Exhale, draw low lunge, step your right leg through. Fan your back foot outward 45 degrees. So now your front heel lines up with the arch of your back foot. Keep a bend in your front knee, your right knee. Inhale, warrior two. Windmill your arms open, rise on up. I'm gonna spin around so you can see my face. But you're bending into your right knee, align this right knee over your ankle, and then stamp into the heel of your front foot, outer knife edge of your left foot, your back foot. You're gonna find that opening through your hips, and then open through your heart. Stretch your fingers front to back, and then gaze over your right fingertips. Rotate your front thigh outward. Beautiful job. Focus in. Root down, tap into you. Find that inner strength. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep your legs just as they are. Lift your right arm up high. Drop your back arm down. Maybe your back arm rests on your back thigh. Maybe you take a little half bind here. You wrap your arm around your back. Rotate your left shoulder inward to facilitate a little wrapping sensation. And then as you recommit to the bend in your front knee, feel your torso stretch up and over with your right arm. And one more inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. First, parallel your arms. Stretch forward over your right leg. And then drop your right arm down as you lift your left arm up. And then twist from your belly center. Open your heart outward. Still bending into your right knee. Beautiful job. Root into the heel of your front foot, outer knife edge of your back foot. And then feel an opening and a squeezing of your outer hips to give you that stability. So strong, everyone. Inhale, reverse triangle. Rise up, straighten your front leg now. Swap your arms once again. Shift more of the weight into the ball of your front foot now. Keep a micro bend in your front knee. Draw your right hip point forward to even your hips, top to bottom. Inhale. And then exhale, high plank to low plank. So plant your palms, spin your back foot in line with your front foot, step your right foot back. Maybe you come to your knees or stay on your toes, come slightly forward, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job, everyone. Take a nice deep inhale here. And a big exhale, side out. Inhale, come to the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink your hips down, zipper up your thighs. Lift your heart up, tuck your tailbone under, knit your abs in. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, stand on up, hands to heart center. Gorgeous job, everyone. We're gonna do the other side now. Inhale, chair pose once again. Exhale, draw your hands to heart center. Inhale, shift your hips back, draw the crown of your head forward, hinging closer from your hips. Exhale, chair twist to the left. Drop your right elbow downward towards your legs. Lift your left elbow upward. Twist from your belly button. Press your hands into each other to deepen, accentuate your twist. Your lower elbow is looking for the inside or the outside of your left leg. Maybe it gets there, maybe not today. Keep squeezing your thighs. Keep your abs knitted in to protect your lower spine. Last few breaths, maybe you open your hands once again, top to bottom. Beautiful job. Take one more inhale here. One more exhale, sink your hips a little bit lower. All strength. Inhale, come back to chair, untwist. Lift your heart up, your arms up. Exhale, chair, airplane. Press towards the back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Think up dog in your chest as you look up and forward. Inhale, one last chair. You're almost done. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips, straighten out your legs. Shake those legs out. So strong, team. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, high plank to low plank, or you can step straight back to downward facing dog if you want a little bit more restoration this morning. So you can go through your vinyasa here. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You always have the option to skip those or modify in any way that suits you. Take care of you. Give yourself that care. You are a sacred being. Our second chakra, our sacral chakra, it's in the name, is all about feeling sacred, feeling connected, feeling loved. So inhale your left leg high, three-leg dog. Beautiful job. Exhale, low lunge, step your left leg through. And this time fan your right foot out the back foot once again. Keep your front knee bent. Inhale, warrior two, windmill up and open. I'll be spinning myself around one more time. There we go. So this front knee is over your ankle. Also, you wanna be rotating your left thigh outward. So your knee is heading toward, lining with your second and third toe. Open through your hips, open through your heart, stretch your fingertips out. Gaze over your left fingertips. Beautiful job. Root into the heel of your front foot. Fire up your front hamstring. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift your front arm high. Keep bending into your front knee. Back arm on your back leg, or take that bind on the other side now. Maybe you gaze upward at your arm. Take one more inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. So first, parallel your arms. Then stretch, reach in front of you, hinge from your hip. Finally, drop your left arm down, right arm up. Twist from your belly center. Gorgeous, Claire. Stretch your fingers top to bottom. Use your lower arm to press into your inner thigh to help enhance that opening and releasing through your hip. Beautiful job. Root down with both your feet. Knit your abs up and in. Inhale, reverse triangle. Rise up, straighten your front leg. Lift your left arm high. Drop your right arm back and down. One more inhale, expand through your left ribs. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Plant your palms. Spin your back foot. Step your left foot back. And maybe you go straight to down dog, or maybe you do a vinyasa. Keep your elbows in as you lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe on in here. Nice big inhale, nice big exhale. Inhale, come to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. Stand on up, hands at heart center. We're gonna go through that series that we just did with a couple changes and keep it in a flow. So we're gonna take everything breath to movement, take it at your own pace, take care of you, and have fun with it. It's like a dance. Feel that creative spirit start to come up, that creativity center. Just allow it to, unite with you and go with it. Have fun with it. Inhale, chair pose. Zipper up your thighs, lift your heart, knit your abs in. Exhale, chair airplane, right to chair airplane. This time, press your hands back away from your body. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, chair once again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, high plank to low plank, vinyasa. Plant your palms. Go through your vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. We will all meet in downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right leg through. Fan your back foot out. Bend into your right knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Beautiful job. Exhale, sink down 1 inch. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift your right arm high. Keep the bend in your front knee. Exhale, extended side angle. Parallel your arms. Now stretch forward. Then tick-tock your arms down to 6, ups to 12. Shine your heart out. Beautiful job. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg, rise up. One change here, friends. I'm gonna spin around. Coming into triangle now. So keep your legs as they are. Maybe you step your back foot in just a little bit to shorten your stance. And then bring your arms parallel. So starting off here, just like extended side angle, but we have a straight leg, right? So gaze over your right fingertips. Take an inhale. Exhale, start to hinge from your hips as you reach forward. When you can reach no further, then you drop your right arm down. Left arm comes up, twist from your belly center. Your bottom arm's gonna find something. Maybe your right thigh, maybe your right shin. Maybe you have space this morning to come down to the earth. Maybe you're going to use an assist from a piece of furniture to just help give you that grounding, that support, so that you can root down with both your feet and then twist from your belly and open your heart outward. So you should feel a nice opening through the front hips, through the front body, and a little belly twist. Beautiful job. From here, friends, option to stay right here or play coming into half moon. Again, you might want to use the arm of a sofa or something that can give you a little lift. I'm going to use my elephant. Or you can use the ground. So for half moon, gaze down at your front toes, bend into your front knee, and take your right hand and draw it forward onto your block, your elephant, your sofa, back, whatever you have, or the ground. And then start to shift your weight onto your right foot. Lift your back leg up. And once you've found your balance, shine your left toes out to the left. And then shine your heart out to the left. So your left hip starts to stack on top of your right. And if you fall out of it, no big deal. Keep rooting down through your right foot and wrap your outer right hip, your outer right glute in. Flex both your feet. Think mountain pose in both your feet. Feel your thighs lifting off your kneecaps. Beautiful job. Take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, gaze back down towards the mat. Start to shift your weight backwards so your left foot can rise gently down, or not rise, fall gently back down onto the mat. Find your triangle pose once again. And then root down with your feet, squeeze your thighs. Inhale, rise up. Beautiful job. You did it. Gorgeous. Inhale, reverse triangle. And then we gotta make it home. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Plant your palms. Spin your back foot. Make your way to downward facing dog, either through a vinyasa or straight there. We will meet in downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale and a big exhale. Inhale, come to the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Right into the other side. Exhale, chair, airplane. Press your hands towards the back of your space. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, rise back up with your arms chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, high plank to low plank, vinyasa. Make your way to downward facing dog. Any way you wanna get there. Maybe it's your knees, but you keep your abs in. Lift your hips up high, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge, step your left leg through, fan your right foot, your back foot out, bend into your left knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, sink it 1 inch lower. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift your left arm high, keep the bend in your knee. Exhale, extended side angle, parallel your arms, reach forward, hinge from your hips, then fan your heart outward, stretch your fingers top to bottom. Beautiful job, inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale, parallel your hands to the earth, coming into triangle on the other side. So step your back foot in one little bit here. Inhale. Exhale, hinge from your hips, reach forward. When you can reach no further, drop your left hand down, right hand up. Shine your heart out, twist from your belly button. Your left hand now, your lower arm is gonna find something to give it a little support. Maybe it's your leg, maybe it's an elephant or a block, maybe it's the ground. Whatever's gonna give you that leverage to be able to twist open and feel supported and grounded and strong. but not overstretched, right? You find that perfect stretchy balance. You can stay right here, continue enjoying the stretch, or come into half moon on the other side. For that one, gaze down at your toes, bend into your front leg, your left leg this time, and start to shift your weight onto your left foot as you lift your right foot high. Fan your toes, your right toes out in front of you, and then open once again through your heart. This is what it looks like with hand on the ground. So I'm tenting my fingers here to continue to give me lift. Imagine you're drawing the crown of your head forward in order to lengthen through both sides of your body. So similar to when we had our belly on the ground, we're stretching our hands and our arms. Imagine you're doing the same thing, the crown of your head and then your lifted leg. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, make your way back to triangle gently. Lower your back leg down, shine your heart out. Inhale, rise back up, reverse triangle. So strong. Exhale, Vinyasa. High plank to low plank. Stepping on back. Make your way to downward facing dog. Gorgeous. Taking that deep inhale here. And a big exhale. Back to your yogic breath. Inhale, come to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Lift your fingertips high. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center, Samasthiti. From here, my friends, take a little rotation. So now you're facing towards the long edge of your mat, and then step your legs out wide. And line your toes outward, and then rotate your thighs so your knees are in line with your toes. Beautiful job. Inhale, arms up, star pose. Stretch into your fingertips, stretch into your legs. Exhale, goddess pose or horse pose. Just sink your hips down, bend into your knees. Keep those knees in line with your toes so they're heading outward. Sink it nice and low. Tuck your tailbone under to lift your hip points. That's gonna lift your heart. Keep your abs knitted in. Drill into your heels to fire up your hamstrings. Squeeze your outer glutes to send your knees away from one another. Beautiful job. We're gonna flow star to goddess. Inhale, star, rise up, straighten your legs. Exhale, goddess. Dance it on down. Inhale, rise up, star. Exhale, dance it down. Two more. Inhale, rise up, star. Exhale, down, one more. Inhale, star. Exhale, sink it on down. Leave yourself here in goddess pose. Add your hands to your thighs. And then as you inhale, draw your crown of your head forward. Send your butt back a little. And from here, we'll just take a nice little twist. So twist over to your right. Twist from your belly center. You can bend into the elbow that you're twisting toward to help facilitate a deeper twist. Use your hands on your thighs to enhance the twist even deeper. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, other side. Twist over to the left. Bend into your left elbow. Let's do that on each side one more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, center. Root down into your feet. Inhale, rise back up to that star. Beautiful job. Now from here, exhale, bring your hands down to your hips and rotate your toes forward. So you inhale, lift your heart up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, little micro back bend here. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, prasarita. Start to hinge from your hips. Draw your torso forward, root into your legs, micro bend in your knees, and find your way down. So once again, your hands might make it to the earth, but you also, maybe they don't today, and that's not a big deal. I like a sofa back for this, or a chair, something that's not gonna move around, that just gives you a little bit of a leverage and a lift, and you can put your hands on it, and then you control how far you go down. Keep a micro bend in your knees, send a little more weight into the balls of your feet, and then give your head permission to dangle down. So even if your sofa back, your prop is above your head, that's okay. You're still getting that length through your spine, that length through the back of your thighs. And if you do have the space, perhaps your hands are on the ground. Maybe they walk back in line with your feet. Maybe they walk beyond your feet behind you and your fingers point away from your body. And take a nice deep inhale here. And a big exhale. If your hands have walked deep behind you, walk them back to underneath your shoulders or keep them on a chair back if you have a prop. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Root into your legs, into your feet, squeeze your thighs together. Inhale, rise up, use your legs and abs to lift you back up to standing. Yes, so strong, gorgeous job. And we're gonna step it back up to the top of the mat and shake those legs out. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Bow forward, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Make your way to downward facing dog. Any way you want. Maybe you just step it back and lift your hips. Maybe that's what you want today, need today. Maybe you need more vinyasa, more high to low plank, but we meet in our downward facing dog wherever you are. And from here, inhale your right leg high once again. Bend your right knee. Inhale, and then exhale, half pigeon. Send your right knee forward, keep it bent, and find that figure 4, figure 7, drop your back knee down. This is a very deep hip stretch, so I'm gonna set everyone up in this. If this does not feel good to your right knee or your hips are just a little too much, come lying on your back, take that figure 4 that we did at the beginning of class once again, and just take it into a nice deep hip stretch. It's the same action. So everyone's in pigeon, shift your gaze over your right shoulder tip to square your shoulders and your hips, and then come back looking forward. Inhale, lift your heart upwards to lengthen your spine, and then exhale, start to draw your torso down, but draw it forward as much as it comes down to help lengthen your spine. And you'll find a nice edge, that deep, deep stretch, but not ouch. If you're feeling ouch, that's your body asking you to back it off. Find that good boundary. Sacral chakra is about boundaries, healthy boundaries, and that includes the boundaries we have with ourselves and how far we push ourselves and where we give ourselves grace and ease to slowly, in our own time, surrender down and find deepness. So find your healthy boundary edge and then breathe into this place. Allow your breath to travel into any of those tight spots. You need an extra love and attention. Take one more big inhale here. Feel your back ribs expand as you inhale. And a big exhale, side out. Gently, gently bring your hands back underneath your shoulders here. And use your hands to press your torso upward. Start to shift your hips back, and that's gonna release your right leg. And then we wanna get the blood flow back in. So you could stay down here in a tabletop and kick your right leg back and shake it around. If that feels good, stay right here. Keep your abs knitted up and in to protect your lower spine. Or you can come to downward facing dog and kick your leg around in 3-leg dog. Just trying to get the blood flow back, getting back to center. And then everyone, as you are ready, find your way back to downward facing dog. We got one more side to go here. So root down into your hands evenly. Rotate your armpits toward one another. Shift your hips high towards the mat, belly button towards your thighs. Inhale your left leg high. Bend your left knee. Exhale, pigeon pose. Knit your abs in to keep your bent knee drawn in as you come forward. Find that figure 4, figure 7 with your left leg. Untuck your back toes, slide your hips down, and gaze over your left shoulder here to square your shoulders and your hips off. And then come back to center. One more inhale as you lift up through your heart, lengthen your spine. Exhale, surrender down. Drape your torso forward down over your leg. And then find your pigeon on this side. Option to put something like a pillow or a block or roll your mat up underneath your left hip if it's raised up a little bit. Option to take that figure 4 lying on your back. It would be the nice juicy hip stretch for you, maintaining that healthy edge boundary. And then utilize your breath once again to travel that fresh, rich, oxygen-rich blood to those nooks and crannies that need a little love. When we do a deep compression like this,
it actually tells our body when we release it to send more fresh blood into that area. So it's a great way to help release any tight muscles, any tension. We also are getting a stretch on the outside as we compress on the inside. So you're getting double work here, double assistance to release and open through your hips. Take one more inhale. Big exhale. Draw your hands underneath your shoulders and then press yourself up once again. Lift your torso and then shift your hips back to create that space to release your left leg. And take your tabletop kick or your down dog kick, whatever feels best for you. And then when you are ready, come on down to your knees and spin around onto your bum. Come into a seated position here. We're gonna come into Padangusthasana, which basically is butterfly pose. Bring the soles of your feet together. Ground down through your sit bones evenly so you can lengthen up through your spine, and your knees are gonna come out to the side. The closer your heels are towards your groin, the tighter this position is. So you can send your heels out away to get a little more ease and openness. And then ground down to rise up, lengthen through your spine. Draw your hands towards your feet. And then if it feels all right, use your thumbs to open the soles of your feet upwards towards the ceiling, kind of like you're opening a book. Only if it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, it's really not required. Nothing is required. It's meant to feel easeful and nice. And then take a nice deep inhale. And a nice big exhale. And then gently release your hands. Raise up through your spine. Use your hands on the backs of your knees to close your knees together, like you're closing a book now. And then come into a wide-legged stance. Just bring your legs towards straight here to find your even grounding down. And then from here, bend your right knee and draw your right heel towards your groin. You're heading towards this nice tight alignment, but maybe that's not comfortable for your knee, and that's totally fine. You can bring it outwards. Find something that feels okay for you. And it's all right to put a pillow or something underneath this right knee to give it a little extra support. And if none of that feels good, you can bring your sole of your right foot down. Okay, and so find your spot for your right knee. Ground down through your sit bones, inhale, rise up. As you exhale, twist towards your straight leg, towards your left leg from your belly center. Take one more big inhale to stretch even more. And then as you exhale, hinge from your hips towards your left foot, drawing up and forward as though I'm pulling on your fingers to stretch you longer. And then at some point you stretch no further and your hands come down and they find something. So maybe they're finding your shin, or maybe even your knee, and there's a little bend in your left knee, that's fine. Maybe you have space to find your foot this morning. You're aiming your chest and twisting toward your left leg. Getting a little opening through your right side body. Take a nice deep inhale here. And an exhale. Use your hands to walk up your leg, to raise your torso back upright. From here, we're gonna have a little fun. So take your right hand down to the outside of your right hip. Spread your fingers out wide, press it into the mat. So as you press your weight over onto your right hip and your right hand, you're gonna rise up onto your right knee, keep your left leg long, and then extend your left arm up and over. So you're creating like a little back bend here. With your left leg straight and your right leg bent. Open through your whole front body, inhale. And exhale, come on back down onto your bum. And then switch legs. Let's give them a little shake. Both legs out to the center. Ground down evenly through your sit bones so you find that stable base. Then bend your left knee and find the variation that works for you to keep your left knee nice and happy. So maybe it's tucked all the way in, maybe it's foot on the mat. Whatever's gonna give you that openness and ease. Inhale, arms up, stretch through your spine. Exhale, twist towards your right leg. Inhale, stretch one more time. Exhale, draw your body forward. Hinge from your hips.
Allow your arms to grab onto that which is readily available to, again, give you a good stretch, but not ouch. A new edge. Allow each inhale to lengthen your spine. Allow each inhale to gently deepen your twist just a little bit more. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, use your hands to walk up your legs one more time. This time, left hand comes to the outside of your left hip, and then start to roll towards your left hip, giving yourself the ability to rise up on your left knee. Keep your right leg straight, and then rise up. If you're like me, your right hand runs into a wall, but that's okay. Use it a little heart opener, a little hip opener through the front body. Take one more inhale here, and then exhale. Come on down to the center. Beautiful job. Straighten those legs out. Shake them out. And then come back to top and bottom of your mat. Come slightly forward, knees bent, soles of feet on the ground. Inhale here. Exhale, curve your spine, roll on down, nice and slow. Find a nice neutral spine here. Draw both knees into your chest. We're gonna do a supine twist once again, just like the beginning of the class, but this one's a little deeper. So if you have a sensitive lower back, do the original supine twist with the left foot down and the right knee drawn in. If you wanna try it with a little bit deeper of a stretch, keep both knees in, give them a hug, inhale. And then as you exhale, use your abs to help draw your knees over to the left. Stack your right hip on top of your left. And then maybe you look back to the right, extend your right arm out. Take a nice deep inhale here, and a big exhale. Now is the perfect time to release your yogic breath, your ujjayi. Shift your breathing to those longer and deeper, slower inhales and exhales. One more inhale. And as you exhale, gently bring your knees back to center. Find your neutral spine here. And we'll do the other side. So whatever variation you took on that side, do the same one on this side. Engage your abs in as you draw your knees over to the right side this time. And then perhaps you look back to your left. So deepen that twist. Wringing out, massaging your internal organs. Helping every muscle along your vertebrae ease and stretch. Take one more inhale. Exhale, gently come back to center. Hug both knees up and in. Draw your nose to your knees. A little ball with your body. Give yourself a big hug and a squeeze. Thank yourself for coming to yoga this morning, today, whatever time it is, for giving yourself 60 entire minutes that are just for you. Because you are so, so worth it. Take one more inhale and exhale. Shavasana. Come on down. Release. Option if you want. You could either have your legs straight out long, relaxed, or you can do those butterfly legs again. Bring the soles of your feet to touch and let your knees come out to the sides. But either way, give yourself permission to really surrender down. Allowing all your hard work to integrate. Enjoying a few precious minutes of rest in Shavasana. My friends, you are more than welcome to stay right as you are. Continue to enjoy your Shavasana, your rest. If you are ready to move on to a new aspect of your day, start to bring your awareness back to this space, back to the present moment. Begin to deepen your breath. Allow some little micro comfortable movements. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and ankles. And then letting that go. Allow your arms to come above your head. Maybe you interlace your hands and flip your palms. Just stretch from your fingers to your toes into magical, amazing. There is nobody quite like you. Let your light shine. Stretch and enjoy every sacred ounce of your being. Inhale. And then letting that go, let your arms come gently down. And in the most gentle way, maybe you stay lying down, or perhaps you come up to a comfortable seat. I invite you to keep your eyes closed. And remember once again, my friends, that you are sacred, that you are a unique, beautiful, wonderful creature, wonderful individual, that you are worthy. Give yourself permission to feel, give yourself permission to feel that you are enough, that you are worthy to be you. That, my friends, bring your hands to heart center. The teacher in me honors, thanks, and appreciates the teacher in each and every one of you. I hope you have a blessed and beautiful Saturday. Namaste. Thank you very much.